So today we're heading out. We're going to be looking at two properties that kicked off my real estate career. The first one is going to be in Fort Lauderdale, and the other one is going to be in Pompano. Stay tuned. Before I get into it, I want to preface this story by saying that I'm going back, let's say, 10, 11 years to 2012, right? So 2012, I first heard about this thing called wholesaling. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to have money, I don't have to have credit, and I could just make money in real estate? That's crazy, okay? So maybe 2012, I listened to a bunch of podcasts. That's when podcasts were exploding. And I had heard so much and listened to so much that maybe by the end of 2012, I started to take action. But at that time, what the gurus on the podcast was saying is you need to send direct mail, you need to go down door knocking, right? That's what they were advocating for their students to do, right? The people that paid for the courses. I never paid for the courses, but I was sucking up as much free information as I possibly can. Anyway, so I tried in 2012, sent out maybe 100 mailers that I wrote by hand. I don't think anything came of it. Maybe one person called me and I didn't know what I didn't know, and the deal never worked out. Okay, cool. So that didn't work. Went back to the table. What else did I do? I probably a year later pulled another list, sent a few letters, maybe got one person calling me. I think I remember one lady called me off of a mailer campaign that I did. It was probably, I don't know, 30 letters that I sent out, right? And mind you, I mean, you got time involved and you got the cost of mail involved sending out these letters, right? She called me, went to her house, thought it was a deal, thought I would get her signed, made the offer according to how I learned how to make offers, and she basically kicked me out of the house. It was so embarrassing. All right, so I had a lot of these fits and starts, right? So I would start, get a little bit of feedback, and stop, right? Whether because maybe I didn't feel good about how things were progressing, I was unsure, maybe it doesn't work, right? All these things swirling in my head. Maybe I didn't have enough money to send mail. So stopping and starting. And then I just quit at a certain point, actually. I just stopped doing it because it became too overwhelming. Something happened, I can't remember. And I think, let's go to 2017, 2018. At that time, YouTube was becoming more popular, right? Like, remember, the iPhone came out, I think I got my first iPhone in 08, somewhere around there, 06. All right, so the iPhone came out in 06, 07. And then podcasts started to hit 2012. So that's when a lot of information was getting pushed out. But it was really people who were into something as niche as podcasts that were getting this kind of information, right? So 2012, podcast was a thing. I was listening to podcasts a lot, right? Remember iTunes, right? The Apple Store, as it used to be, you used to have to pay for individual songs, right? So if you had iTunes and you were paying for individual songs back there, they had the podcast section right in iTunes, right? So I think 2016, 17, that era, YouTube was starting to pick up and the attention was starting to shift from audio to video. Okay, so 2017, I'm looking at YouTube and this guy floats up. His name is Max Maxwell, and this guy's talking about that he just started in real estate a few months ago and he made all this money. And what was he doing? He was making cold calls. I'm like, what? I'm sending mail, I'm scraping together money that I have or may not have, trying to send these mailers out, hoping that these people will call me. And what did you do? You pulled a list. What is skip tracing? You skip tracing? What is that? And you made a bunch of money by just calling people. So if I'm spending $1.25 per letter, you're spending 16 cents per phone number, and you're just calling people. You could call people all day. I gotta try it, okay? So I followed this guy, looked at all his videos, and said, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. I can't even remember how much money I put into it, maybe $250, right? From what I can remember, I probably pulled a list of maybe 1,000 tax delinquent people in Broward County where I live. I followed it to the T. Okay, so I pulled the tax delinquent list from the county. I went to skip tracing service. As a service that gets the phone numbers. And once I had the list of names and numbers, I put it in a dialer and I went to town. So my plan was to block out 2.5 hours every evening after work and just hit this list. Okay, I had a script. Ring ring, when they answer the phone, there's certain things I was going to say to them. And from studying all the gurus in the podcast days, I always knew that the foundation of every deal was the seller's motivation, right? So in having the conversations with the people that I could have conversations with, the goal was to figure out if they were motivated enough to do something. So I went to town on the cold calling, talking to a bunch of people. Okay, I'm talking about I'm rushing out of work at 5 p.m. I live 30 minutes away from my job, getting to the Starbucks, not the Starbucks, the Panera Bread in my neighborhood. I'm planting myself from 5:30 until 8 p.m. It was in the fall into winter months in South Florida, so the sun was starting to go down early, okay, daylight savings time. So this was like November, December, somewhere around there is when I'm making these calls, all right? And I remember making the calls and I made contact with this one lady. I made a contact with a few people, but this one lady that I made contact with, I'll never forget it. It was late on a Friday evening. You hear the dedication. It was late on a Friday evening after work. The sun was going down. I get this lady on the phone and she didn't hang up on me. She was having a conversation. She didn't say, "Oh, take my house," right? But it was how she was talking to me. I could hear the pain in her voice as it relates to this house based on the questions that I was asking her. I mean, I didn't close her then, but I knew there was something there and she was interested in doing something based on the questions I was asking her. And that was the beginning of my first deal. Real quick, we're in Lauderdale Manors. Just wanted to show you guys my first flip. First wholesale, right? So I'm saying flip, but really I flipped the paper. And this is 13th Place. I'm gonna take a quick look. I think the people who are living here now are home. So don't want to make them feel too concerned, but just want to give you guys a look at the property and the street. So this is the property right here. Take a shot of it real quick. 1406. All right, so this was the first one I did. Let's take a quick shot of it right there, yo. We're not gonna stay too long. 1406. All right, so that was the first one. So I don't want to stay too long and have the owners feel alarmed or anything like that, but this is where it went down. Take a shot of the street up there. Decent residential community in Fort Lauderdale. So let's talk about the second deal that I did. Now, this one was interesting, and it actually was one of the first opportunities that I had, but it ended up closing after the first deal. So this one was Northwest 5th Street in Pompano Beach, and I didn't do cold calls for this one. This one was mailers, but interestingly enough, I was going after another property in a different city. I had made a connection with it was several siblings that were heirs to descendants that owned this particular property that I initially mailed a letter on. Made a connection with one of the siblings, had a good rapport and conversation with her. And along the way, in that conversation, she revealed that her husband had a vacant lot in Pompano that was in distress. The taxes were due. They had a lot of code violations on it that accrued over the years to over $1 million. All right, so we're going to see 2801 Northwest 5th Street. This is the second deal that I did. And right now we're in Pompano. on the street approaching the house. So let's take a look. It's been it's exactly 5 years since this deal happened, and the person who bought it built a house. This neighborhood also is, I would say, historically black. Also, a lot of rental units in this neighborhood. Another vacant lot right here. You could probably put two houses on this lot if you wanted, just so you get an idea. All right, so let's see what's going on now. I mean, it's during the work week, so it's pretty quiet. 2801. Which one is 2801? Okay, so it's gonna be this gray house here. This is what they put up. This one right here. So I'm gonna just pull across the street. Johan, get a shot of the house. So that used to be a vacant lot 5 years ago. They put well, no, that's 2849. So that's not even a house, but that is actually another new construction house that they did. 2055. Did I pass 2801? Hold on, I think I passed 2801. Keep recording, Johan. Hold on, I think I passed the house. That wasn't even a house. Okay, so 2801 gonna be on this side of the street, maybe. All right, so this is the house. We don't want to alarm the neighbors too much, but just wanted you to get a shot of the house, Johan. Just take a quick shot, then you can talk to me this way. All right. So that used to be a vacant lot. When we got our hands on it, got it handed over to the end user investor. They came, they put a decent house on it from the ground up, and it looks okay today. Just wanted to take you guys in and show you the neighborhood. Again, don't want to alarm the neighbors too much, but if you look at that lot right over there, you see how they have some trash. That was the situation here 5 years ago. A lot of trash on the property. Owners had code compliance issues and they just gave it up. And then somebody came, put the house up. They bought the lot for 32. At the time, I think they sold it for low 200s, and right now this house could probably sell for mid 400s. So just goes to show you need to buy real estate and wait. So that was the second deal. It was interesting. And between these two deals, man, they happened pretty much back to back within the same year. Got me very excited to be part of this industry. And fast forward, what, 3 years from that point, jumped in full time and never looked back. So I just wanted to share with you guys, a little bit of the story, how I got started, going and improving in this field. So talk to you soon. Take care. All right, guys. So we're gonna take a look. We just stumbled across these townhouses right at the end of the block from the property that I just showed you, and just want to go inside and take a look at it and show you the kind of trends that I'm noticing in neighborhoods like this and all across the country. Now, like I said before, this is not a community. It's probably not even a B. It's a historically black neighborhood that's probably very heavy tenant occupied, and let me come and show you what's happening in these neighborhoods, all because affordable housing is a huge worldwide crisis. There's a great opportunity. So let's take a look. Come on. So you see, these guys bought one single lot. It was vacant. They purchased it 2 years ago. Vacant lot. And what they're doing now is putting up 4 townhouses. So right now, this one, 460 is available. Let's come and take a look here. It's a garage right here. Careful. So they put all the black fixtures in this one. Okay, so you're gonna walk right into this open concept kitchen. Of course, they put the quartz for the countertops, the gray for the cabinets, black fittings. This ultra modern faucet for the sink, stainless steel, recessed lights. How's it going, man? Recessed lights. Andre called you, right?
Yes.
Next. All right, so vinyl plank for the floors or wood? Vinyl plank or wood? Vinyl plank, okay. All right. All right, so you got a ultra modern interior. So 3 bedrooms, right? 2 bedrooms. Okay. So master is which one? There's a master bedroom? Okay. Okay. Okay, so you got master bedroom with the ensuite bathroom, and then you have a balcony right here? Okay, it's nice. Okay. Take a look out there. Careful. Okay, and they have their own backyard too.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
You know, they're called, you still have your own house.
Nice. Take a look at the bathroom. All right. Let's take a look at the laundry area.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, okay.
It's all right. You could edit that out.
Okay.
Yeah. Take a look at the laundry. All right. Nice. So you got the front loading washer dryer right here stacked. And then you got your linen. Oh no, this is HVAC. Okay. So take a look at the HVAC. Everything brand new. All right. And this is going to be a guest bedroom. Oh, with ensuite bathroom as well. Okay. And a second balcony. Second balcony right here. This bedroom has more surface area?
No.
The balcony. Yeah, the balcony has a bigger surface area. Yeah. Come in. Careful. All right. With closet right there. Nice. You guys did a good job, man. Are you the builder?
No.
You can stop it.